Johanna.
Hey guys, today I'm doing another junk journal with me video, and I'm starting out this video a little bit different to what I normally do. I decided to go through my stash of supplies that I have for journaling and to pick things out before I actually picked a page and started working. So I never do this. I just wanted to do something different and see if it was easier for my process. So I knew what photos I wanted to put into my journal, and then I went and picked out some ephemera to put along with it into a page. So by ephemera I mean I've got some vintage pieces, I've got some book page images, I've also got some like scrapbook pieces like journal cards and cut apart pieces. I've also got some other random things there on my desk, like different packaging pieces and playing cards. And so I'm just pulling things together to see how they're gonna kind of look together, and then I'm just going to use all of those things when I create my page. So I'm already gonna have like a little sort of mini kit of things that I'm going to pull from when I'm making my page. I've also got some vintage linen images. These are from my Etsy shop, so I printed them out on sticker paper. And I've also got some trims. These are vintage washi trims, and they are from a different Etsy shop called Molly's Mantle, and so I'll link her shop below and I'll link my shop below just in case you want to go and have a look. So there you can see how everything kind of looks amongst each other, and I really think that most of those pieces complement each other really well. I'm not really bothered about things being matchy in my journal, but I just wanted to do something different today and use some specific pieces. So now I have to choose a page that I can place these things onto, or some of these things onto. And so I'm just flicking through my journal and trying to decide where to work. My journal is already super chunky. I think I put too many pages in it when I made it, so it's already to the point where it's starting to get difficult to use, but it's fine. I'm still going to keep going with it, but yeah, it is really full. So I picked this page with the stars, and I'm just going straight in and stapling on a postcard. This is a Disney postcard, so this is obviously an image from Peter Pan, and I stapled it down the side and at the bottom so that it would be like a little tuck spot. And then I'm just playing around with my photo. I have a photo of my kids at the beach from last week, and then I have a couple of pieces from a Maggie Holmes collection. I think those are from Willow Lane, I want to say. But there may be a few pieces there from different collections as well. I've also got a vintage guest check piece, which I'm thinking about doing some journaling on top of. I decided to put my photo onto the back of that journal card, and so that it would be like a flip out, a little mini flip out on the page. And so I'm just attaching that on with some really wide washi tape. This washi tape is from Washi Wednesday. I attach that over to the edge of the page so that it can lift out and you can see both sides of it, and then I glued that pretty little camera piece below that just to decorate the page a little bit more. And I'm also going to stick that guest check piece on behind there as well so that I can write on there later if I want to. And then I've chosen this playing card. It's got a picture of a house on it, and I'm going to stick that on the page as well. So this page is all about gratitude and just feeling really grateful for everything that I have in my life, my family and where we live, and the moments that we can share together, and how fortunate we are to have everything that we have. So just been feeling really grateful lately, and I just wanted to do a spread all about that, especially because the photos that I have, when I look at them, this is pictures of my family at a beach really close to our house. So we're so extremely lucky to live where we do, and just to be born into an area that we live in like this, like we're just so fortunate. So that's how I feel when I look at those photos, like it's magic, and I just feel really lucky. So that's kind of what this page ended up being all about, just that feeling of gratitude. So I stuck a few other pieces on the page. I stuck one of my linens onto the back of that postcard, and I also stuck a photo and another little cut apart from the Maggie Holmes collection. And then I'm going on to the next page behind that to fit on some of the other pieces. So I have an image here from a book, and this kind of reminded me of the photos of my kids because we were sitting up on a really big sand dune at the beach, and this is just a picture of kids sitting up on a big hill, so it just kind of reminded me of it. So I stuck that at the top of the page, and then I also have this journal card that says cherish, and so I glued that just below it. And I'm using a glue stick and some double-sided tape to stick things on. So if anything is kind of like glossy or coated, I'll use double-sided tape. So that could be photos or like playing cards, they're kind of glossy. So I'll use double-sided tape to stick those down, and then anything else that's just paper, like just normal scrapbook paper or book pages, I can use a glue stick and it will work just fine because it's more porous material. So stuck a little scrap of washi tape and a little scrap of paper on that page as well, and then I have this other linen from my Etsy shop. This one has a dog on it. This is fitting as well because when we were walking the beach there was heaps of dogs running along the beach as well, so I included that in this page as well. And then I have just a couple of other pieces left that I want to put in. I really wanted to put that piece of trim from Molly's Mantle into this page because the blues really complemented a lot of the ephemera that I used, a lot of the ephemera that's on the previous page. And I wanted to include that journal card that says be happy, be kind. So I'm just playing around with how I can fit these onto the page, just playing around with a few different ideas, trying to decide where I'm going to put everything down. I decided to attach that tag journal card on the top with an eyelet because it has the hole like a tag. So I just punched the hole out and I punched a hole in the page, and then I used an eyelet and my crocodile to set it onto the page so that it just sits there and you can kind of move it around just a little bit. And then I had this other scrap of book page, so I cut out the birds flying from the book page, and I also cut out the dogs again because there was heaps of dogs at the beach, and there was birds and there was dolphins, so we saw lots of animals. So I cut these images out and glued them along the bottom of the page as well. And sometimes the glue from the glue stick doesn't want to stick very well, so you have to press it and hold it for like 10 seconds or something so that it starts to dry and then it starts to stick to the page. So once I'd fit all the pieces onto the page, I just went and pulled out some tiny word stickers, and these stickers were really fitting as well. There was heaps of different phrases that were relative to how I was feeling when I made this page, which, like I said, was feeling grateful. So I pulled out lots of phrases and stuck them all over the spread. So I ended up using, I don't even know how many, but lots of stickers from this sticker set. And then off camera, I just added a little bit of journaling after this. So I added a couple of quotes, and I also added a little scrap of ledger paper, which I did a little bit of journaling on and tucked into one of the pockets. And I like how that piece of scrap paper that I journaled on has a 3 at the top of it. I circled the 3 because I obviously have 3 kids, so that's kind of the main piece of my gratitude and what I'm grateful for in my life, so it was kind of meaningful and symbolic to me. So that is the finished spread, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me put this page together. As always, I don't take it too seriously, I just throw things together and have fun with it, and I always love how it turns out because I really enjoy the process. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I put this page together, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!